Hi, this is Dhirendra. In this video, we are going to discuss on why Shiva is so popular in India, especially among the youths. We will try to know those reasons which makes him the popular god, as there was survey which was conducted by Pew Research, a company well known for doing the surveys and research across the globe. They had done a survey of around 20,000 people in 2021 in India. And as per the result of the survey, 44% of the people surveyed had Shiva as the favorite god. So we thought, why not to have a analysis of all those probable reasons which make Shiva as the popular god among the youths in India. So let's begin the whole video. One of the first reasons why Shiva is popular is because he is the god of all gods. If you find his name, you will see that he is named as Mahakal, he is named as Maheshwara, Mahabaleshwara, Mahadev. So whenever there is a word Maha is involved, it means supreme or the bigger or the biggest. So in different nomenclatures, he has been seen to be a god of all gods or the biggest gods, and hence it becomes quite logical for a human mind to go to that god who is most powerful among all gods, and hence it becomes easier for people to take a call or in their subconscious mind why they want to be a devotee of a particular god who is powerful among all other deities. So that is one reason why it makes Shiva as the popular god. If you see the different stories of him, that will symbolize, that will represent why he is the god of all god. If you see that he was the one who had drunk that venom, that is halahal, in Samudra Manthan. If you see, he was the one who was the god who has killed Tripurasura. So you will be able to relate to powers of using Trinetra, that is his third eye, whenever there is a need for the same. So he had been the god who has been the creator when he created Jaladhara. He has been the god who has been the protector of universe when he opened his third eye in order to protect the universe by giving the light from his third eye. So in this way, these stories and legends makes it an obvious reason why Lord Shiva has to be the Lord of all lords and hence the most followed god in India. Shiva is the god who is popular among the bachelors, among the loners, among the people who are into the solitude. That is the second reason. So bachelors, they are like looking for opportunities and places and escapades. So they try to go to different mountains, and then the Lord Shiva is the Lord of the mountains, Lord Kailashpati. That's why he is called Kailashpati. So he is the one who is like okay with being alone in the Himalayas. So these are the factors which makes it more affable for people who are bachelors, or who prefer solitude, or who want escapade. So that makes one of the reasons, one of the gods which is like closer to them in their thinking, imagination of who they are. If you see, Shiva has been the rival god. Shiva has been the one who didn't care about how he looked, what was his friends, where was he spending his time, be it spending in the Himalaya or being with his wife, or be it going ahead and other projects to save the world. He never cared about what was his company. He never cared about who all were his friends. If you see him as a human form, you will find it very logical that he will be more associated with all those rebel people. And mostly rebellion normally happens when there is a bit of idealism, when there is a bit of sense of more freedom, and that is more predominant when you are young. Hence, he is quite easily associated with all those characters who feel that they are rebel in nature. Many call Shiva as the rock star god because of his association with dance and music. If you see him, he has been doing Tandava, he has been called Nataraja, he has been doing the dance forms, so symbolizes harmony with the nature and creations, and hence it makes it easier for humans to relate to those things because they also kind of love music and dance. So they want to know who can be their ideal worship god, or who can be the one god who they can associate. So all those lovers of dance and music will find it far more easier to be finding more connection with Lord Shiva, Shiva doing dance with Kali, with Goddess Kali, or Shiva competing with Goddess Kali, or Shiva dancing in order to revive Parvati when he does the Tandava. So there are many stories and legends which shows his dance forms, dance moves, dance situations, and that makes it relatable for all those youths who are attracted towards dance and music, and mostly it happens when we are young. If you see that, as I told, youths mostly live in that world of idealism, which is kind of a perfectly okay. Shiva is one god who seems to be treating everyone similarly without any discrimination to them. If you see the nature of young age, you will find that there is idealism, there is a sense of equality, there is a sense of fair treatment, there is a sense of expectation of being equal to others. And Lord Shiva is one god who has been fair, equal to not only devas, to not only different other ghouls like pretas or like asuras or daityas. All of them do penance, all of them do that tapas to appease him. He in turn appears them, gives them blessing, gives them different boons in order to give them different powers. Like he gave it to Bhasmasura, wherein he tries to destroy Shiva itself. So you can understand that this god doesn't care about his friends, how he doesn't care about people or society admonishing him for his friendships, because he has friends who are agori, who are not only from the normal society. He has friends who are from jungles, he has friends who are not well mannered, he has friends who are not too well dressed, he has friends who are not too bothered about how they look, how they behave. So in this way, he has a friendship with different outcast sections of the society if we were to imagine him as a human being. We also have different stories wherein he is equally fair not only to Kauravas and Pandavas, he is equally fair not only to Suras and Asuras. So that makes this god is one god who is quite popular for being fair to all sections of imaginations of human mind, be it gods, deities, asuras, daityas or pisachas or other people. You will see that many people or youths treat him as a style statement. You will see that people wearing rudraksh, people having aspiration for a toned body, which is represented in different pictures of Shiva. So he is the one god who is fit in how he looks or how he has been represented or symbolized in pictures. He is the one god who is a yogi, who does a yoga. That's why he is called a Adi Yogi. He is the one god who has been an inspiration for all those gym going guys, all those people who want to be having a perfect body, who want to be having a chilled body. So where from who will be the god who will be nearer to them? Obviously the one god who is nearer to them will be Lord Shiva. Other reason which makes Shiva very popular among the current youths, many of whom have enough money, enough resources in order to not only enjoy, in order to go beyond just the recreational activities like sports or like TV or entertainment. Now the youths are moving to different other forms of addiction. It may be addiction of drugs or alcohol or cannabis or so-called ganja and so-called something which is bhang and things like that. So even if those people who are not a devotee of them, they are actually a fan of him, and therefore he becomes popular among his fans also, wherein they want to justify their actions because they want to represent and they want to imagine God, Shiva, as having all those things without understanding the context. Like one of the story wherein Shiva had taken that cannabis was in Samudra Manthan, where it was told when he had drunk the poison, his whole throat was heating. So in order to cool down the effect of poison, he had to take that bhang or whatever cannabis you call this cannabis. Shiva is the one who is, if you see, Shiva is the one who is simplistic in nature, who lives a life of a normal human being without too much of ornaments, without too much of resources. So he is the god who is easily relatable to the people. A majority of Indians don't have enough of resources, so he becomes the most affable god because he is like one of them who is having a simple life. He doesn't have much resources. He is not symbolized having too much of ornaments on his body. He sits on the skin of a tiger. He has all those skulls as his jewelry, and hence it becomes far more easier for his followers, devotees to be following him and to be considering him as one of their own, and hence making him one of the popular gods, because majority of Indians don't have enough of resources. They are not that much rich. So who will be the god who will be like similar to them? Shiva is the obvious answer in all these situations. He is the god who is feminist in nature. If you see that he came as Ardhanarishwara, he was the god who went on to do the rampage when his wife was killed. He is the god who has given utmost respect to his wife, and he is the one who promoted Parvati to go ahead, explore different aspects of her life. So he has been the one god who is feminist in nature. If you imagine Lord Shiva, you will find him to be an ideal family man. You will see him that he has a family of wife Parvati, 2 sons and 1 daughter. Sons Ganesha, Kartikeya, and the daughter is Ashoka Sundari. So he has been a man who has been devoted to his wife, wherein he was a single woman man. When his wife died when she jumped onto the fire as Sati, he waited and he only married when she was reincarnated as Parvati. So this again is a matter of idealism which attracts many of the other devotees of Shiva. So hope this video has given you enough information about what are those reasons which make Shiva as the ideal god for the youths to follow, to adore, to worship, to be a devotee of Lord Shiva. Thank you for your time and patience. Hope it has been useful.